Can someone like you who is naturally introverted be successful in business? By the end of the video, you'll have this exact question answered. As someone that's naturally introverted, like myself, you most likely want to just grind by yourself. You probably have that lone wolf mentality, and you're like, I'm good, I can get there on my own when it comes to business. The success I'm talking about in this video is real success. It's more than 10K a month. It's being able to scale your business to 1 million, to multiple millions, and even potentially 100 million. Because why start a business if you only want to be mid, you want to be average at it? There's going to be no fluff in this video, so I'm just going to jump right into it, get straight into it, and let you guys know it's almost impossible to be really successful, to be a successful business owner and staying an introvert. You have to develop skills to be able to go meet new people, be able to lead a team, be able to hire the right team members. When you're building an actual business, you can't get there by yourself. You have to get to a point where you start outsourcing, where you need to have a team. Whatever business, whether it's an e-com business, whether it's a clothing brand business, whether it's Amazon FBA, whether it's Airbnb, real estate, whatever business, you're not going to be doing it by yourself forever. You can, if you just want to make 10K a month, if you just want to make 5 to 10K a month, and you just want to stay there forever, and you don't want to continue to scale your business. But if that is your goal, why are you even in business? Why are you even an entrepreneur? Because the whole point of being an entrepreneur and being a business owner is to make as much money as possible. If you're gonna make 5, 10K a month, go work a regular job. You can do that at a regular job and work your way up. Go to school and work your way up by being in the corporate world. But obviously, that's hopefully not your goal. And even if that is your goal right now, it's because you're probably new in entrepreneurship and that's your goal for now. But I promise you, once you hit 10K a month, you're like, bro, what the hell? This is nothing. 10K a month is not enough, bro. It's really not. I'm going to shift your perspective, bro. You're making 10K a month. An emergency happens out of nowhere. Say it's something health-wise. That medical bill is going to drain your account. That 10K is gone. 10K is not enough, bro. And once you make that much, your mindset is going to change, and I promise you that. So to answer the question, bro, you cannot be successful at a high level as someone who's introverted. You have to learn how to become charismatic. You have to work on your communication skills, being able to speak well and articulate the way you feel, being able to read others so you can make the right hires, and be able to have the right people on your team, right? Because in order to hit those bigger numbers, you need the right team member. You need a good culture. Culture is huge when building a team in business. And it takes skills like being able to read people, read through people. Okay, this person, based off of this interview I had with them, has what it takes to be someone that fits my team culture. You never know, that random person that you start a conversation with at a coffee shop can be going to college for something like marketing, and maybe they're majoring in something that can potentially help you in the future. They can be part of your team. You can do their internship, I think is what it's called, for your business. You're never gonna know who you're gonna meet, what they do, and how they can, maybe you potentially will hire them in the future. Maybe you guys will start a business together in the future. Maybe they can connect you with someone that they know that can help you out, right? Now, I don't want to look at it as like something, I don't want to make it sound like transactional, but if you're not starting conversations and going out there and talking to people, how are you going to find the right person? How are you going to find the right team? Now, this also goes, it sounds like this can go into like relationships, right? How are you going to ever find the right girl if you're not out there shooting your shot? You see a girl in public and you really physically are attracted to her, but you would have never known if she's the one because you were too afraid to go up to her. It's the same thing with business. One day you might have to present your brand, whatever you're building, to a group of people and try to sell them, try to pitch them. If you're shy and introverted, it's going to be very hard for you to do that. But if you've practiced for multiple years, talking in public, talking to strangers, working on your communication skills, it's going to be much easier for you. If you're shy, this is going to be a hard pill to swallow, because I grew up shy. I was shy most of my life. But you have to realize, if you're shy, no one cares. The world doesn't care that you're shy. They're going to step all over you. They're going to step on your neck, and the competition is going to destroy you, right? People will take advantage of you. People will replace you. You need to be able to speak up. You cannot be shy in this world. There's no benefit to being shy in this world. It doesn't benefit you being shy. The world doesn't care, bro. It doesn't care that you're shy. They're not going to be like, oh, this kid is shy, I'm gonna like be nice to him, let him slide, bro. The world doesn't care, business doesn't care, girls don't care about that. It does, like the world just does not work like that, bro. So you need to wake up and be able to find that balance. Obviously, I'm not telling you to go out there and being crazy, but I'm telling you have to be able to develop that charisma and that extroverted side of you. When you finally wake up to this, you're gonna ask yourself, why was I shy? Why was I scared? Why was I nervous? You shouldn't be, bro. You should have the most confidence in yourself. And a good way to develop that confidence is simply, if you don't have it, just trust God, right? Because God wants you to be great. He doesn't want you to be average. He wants you to be great. So get confidence from that. Do it for God, right? I'm gonna be confident when I present my business to this group of people, because God wants me to be great, so I'm going to be great for God. That right there alone will give you confidence. And to be honest with you guys, this took me a long time to really wake up and be like, bro, you need to snap out of it. You got to change things. You can't be that lone wolf introverted, staying to yourself, grinding by yourself, long days, every single day. If you want to hit these bigger goals, if you want to work with bigger people, if you want to have a great team, if you want to have great connections, if you want to be well known, the goal is to make a shit ton of money, live in a place you love, and have a great network, have a great small circle of successful people just like yourself. But the only way you're going to find those people if you go out there and put yourself in rooms with those people, whether it's a mastermind, whether it's traveling and meeting them, whether it's you connect with them online and then you travel and you meet them in person. If you're an introvert, it's going to be very hard to do that for you. So you have to look at it as a challenge. One good thing about me growing up playing competitive sports, I always look at everything as a challenge. If someone is talking shit about me, I'm going to look at them as like, I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to beat you at this sport or whatever it is. Or I'm going to get a better grade than you in science, whatever, right? That competitive mindset needs to be available in business, because business is even more competitive. And you have to be able to crush the competition and step on their necks, right? So you cannot be afraid to go out there and look at everything as a challenge. This is a good perspective to have. Improving your social skills and being less introverted, you have to look at it as a challenge, okay? My challenge is to be able to improve my communication skills. My challenge for this month is to go and meet someone in person and go on a date. My challenge for this month is go to a mastermind and make connections. My challenge is I met this person in a Discord community, maybe through like a coaching program. I'm gonna go meet them in person. I'm gonna contact them like, hey, I'm going to be in Tampa on this specific day. I'm in Tampa, by the way. Let's connect. I have someone that I'm going to connect with on Saturday. He's coming from Orlando. Met him through a Discord. I'm going to get to see him in person. It's always a cool experience when you connect with someone online and you finally meet them in person for the first time. It's such a interesting feeling, but I love it. The reason I got into sales was because I looked at it as a challenge. I knew as a man I needed to improve my communication skills. English is not my first language, but you would never be able to tell that. You would think I was born here, but English is not my first language. That's another reason why I didn't have great communication skills. So I was like, in order to improve my communication skills, sales is the way, okay? From all the research I've done, and most successful businessmen, most successful entrepreneurs always started with sales. That was like always their advice, like get into sales. Got into sales, and the only reason I got into it, obviously I'm introverted. I don't like talking to people for hours and hours, 8 hours, back-to-back calls, okay? As an introvert, you're not gonna like that. But I took that as a challenge because I knew that was gonna improve my communication skills. You have to review calls, study psychology, what words to say, what not to say. That's gonna trigger them raising resistance or whatever, having their guard up. And just being able to hear other people speak and then hearing yourself speak and continue to practice scripts and speaking is just gonna make you better. It's gonna improve your communication skills. That was my goal. I looked at it as a challenge and I crushed the challenge. Now I'm on to the next one. So I want you to look at this the same way. Look at it as a challenge. In order for me to be successful as an entrepreneur, I need to be able to improve my communication skills, be able to have great people skills, be able to make friends, connections, and network with people. So as an introvert, I'm gonna challenge myself to become better at that and become an extrovert as well. Stop putting these stupid labels on you. You can be anything you want. You can be introverted and extrovert. You can be both. You can have great charisma. You can turn on this energy on and off whenever you want to and have full control of that ability. You need to be so versatile where someone cannot put a label on you and be like, oh, well, you're naturally don't like talking. You naturally are shy, so you probably wouldn't like this. Screw that, bro. I can be type of person, anything I want to be. I can act shy. I can be confident. I can be charismatic. I can be to myself because I want to be to myself right now. I can be extroverted. I can turn on and off whenever and go meet a bunch of new people, make great connections. And look at it as a challenge, like just approaching people and talking to strangers. And it just makes life so much better. You enjoy life so much more since I started doing this, bro. And it's not gonna be easy. If you're like young, 18 years old watching this, bro, it took me 7 years to really figure this out. And I had to go through some pain, had to go through some struggles, had to be alone for a while. I mean, this trip I came solo. I naturally like being by myself. But now I learned that I also need to be extroverted when it's needed. I need to connect. I need to talk to more people. I need to be great at talking to strangers and just being able to find the right talent for my team. And I had this realization around this time last year where I was like, man, I need to meet a lot of people. I need to talk to more people, make more connections because it's going to help me with my business long term. Let's say, for example, with my fashion brand, I need to meet people, models, photographers, other business owners, right? I need to find the right talent for that as well. Not only building a sales team, which is what I'm focused on right now. Even that's last year, that's what I was focused on. And that's when I had that realization. If I need to find great models, I need to build connections so I can have a model for me for a good price. So I'm not out here paying these agencies, these modeling agencies, thousands of dollars for like someone that I can make friends with and they're decent looking, they have good style. I can just have them model for me for cheap. That's why it's so important to have great connections, to meet random strangers, talk to them, exchange contact information, bro. I'm trying my best to get this through this phone for you, through this screen for you to understand it, but you need to look at it as a challenge and start today, start right now if you haven't already, because it took me 7 years to really start doing this consistently. And last year I woke up to it, and recently I've been doing it consistently, and life is so much better this way, bro. I swear, you just enjoy life more. Look at everything as a challenge, crush that fucking challenge, and life is great. And I promise you, this is what it takes to be successful as an entrepreneur. This is what it takes, bro, because it's going to be hard to get there alone. And if you want to get to those big numbers, you need to build a team. And you can't build a team if you don't have good people skills. So go out there, start talking to strangers, go to masterminds, travel some more, and be great. And go build that successful business. Okay, I think that's enough sauce right there to convince you, if you're introverted, to go out there and challenge yourself and start being more extroverted and have fun with it, okay? I'll catch you on my next video. DM me on Instagram if you have any questions. I love y'all. Peace.